more satisfying in the long run. In this video you learn how to get started in the world of street photography with a real camera like this. And you'll find out more, for example, why you can save yourself feedback on street photography from certain people. And in my opinion, best 5 books about street photography for your bookshelf. Welcome to How to Start Street Photography. At first you need a camera. I know it sounds a bit dull, but you want me to talk facts in this video, right? So if you want a real camera instead of a smartphone, that's a great decision. I would recommend to buy a cheap older camera, for example, the Sony RX100 Mark II. If you sell it after a week or so, it's not a big loss. If you sell a new, more expensive camera, even after just a short period of use, you can expect a loss of 20 to 30% compared to the original price. Or you can invest in a very specific camera that is currently in extremely high demand, such as the Leica Q3 or the Fuji X100VI, that you can assume that you're able to resell it at a pretty decent price. In any case, it should be a small, inconspicuous camera that you can always carry around in your pocket and be ready to shoot. And to put it back into your pocket if you don't want others to see that you're walking around with a camera, for example, in less safer areas. Shoot in automatic mode at the beginning. The goal is to learn to get over yourself, to take photos in public and get close to strangers. It's not about results, it's all about practice when you start doing street photography. All the great photographers started just like you and then stuck with it for years. So don't compare yourself to other photographers who have been practicing for so long. Instead, compare your photos today to the photos you've made 3 months ago and be happy about the progress you've made. Be aware that becoming a good photographer takes some time. Visit photo exhibitions once every week. Most cities have dozens of interesting exhibitions by amazing photographers. Have the courage to have a small chat with a photographer during the opening event of the exhibition, if he or she is there. Ask them how they took a photo you find interesting, which camera they used and what their general approach to photography is. Or another possibility, write him or her via Instagram. Most of them are happy when someone gives them positive feedback about the exhibition and they don't mind if you ask them some questions. Get some photo books. Browse through them regularly. Try to recreate the photos you like. What you see here are my top 5 recommendations when it comes to great street photography. Try to learn certain things by studying them, for example about the art of layering, composition or how to create beautiful minimalist black and white photographs. Don't be discouraged by the results and give yourself time. All great photographers started out by copying their idols and made really bad photos in the beginning. Tons of bad photos when I think of me some years ago. If you have just one photo in the first month you are proud of, that's a great success. Try to go photographing at least once a week and set yourself a small task each week. For example, photographing at a street food market, a day of photographing in black and white only, or photographing in the subway while commuting. This way you will quickly realize what you enjoy and what you don't enjoy about street photography. Once you feel confident enough to take photos on the streets with your camera, try to move away from automatic mode and shoot with aperture priority or completely manually. This is the only way you really improve your skills and achieve in most cases better results than the camera in automatic mode. Maybe now it's also time for a higher-end camera if you started with a cheap one. For me, the 3 best cameras for street photography are still the Ricoh GR3, the Fuji X100 series and the Leica Q3. If you buy one of these cameras, you can't go wrong. But street photography is not about gear, it's mainly about people and interacting. So, meet up with other photographers who may already have more experience than you. This gives you the opportunity to learn, and by linking photography to positive social contacts, you have further motivation to continue doing this beautiful thing called street photography. Ask the photographers you meet for their opinion on your photograph. You'll usually get more helpful criticism from other photographers than from your family or close friends, simply because your loved ones want to be nice, but in most cases they don't know anything about photography. It could also be the opposite case I've once heard of. The wife thinks that her husband spends too much time on photography and doesn't care enough about her, and therefore wants to talk him out of his passion. And unfortunately it worked. So get feedback from experienced photographers. This could also be at a street photography workshop. I am offering street photography coachings in Munich from time to time, by the way, where you can learn a lot of new things in short periods of time and improve your ability to take good photos on the street. I'm sure if you take all these steps, you'll soon see good success. See you in the next video.